All right, Embiid just locked up the MVP, so we have to talk about it. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like, comment your thoughts down below, and subscribe to the channel for more. Sixers and Celtics just finished playing, and the Sixers finally managed to beat the Celtics. There was a lot of stuff happening at the end, and if the Celtics would have won, it definitely would have been the biggest choke job I've ever seen. Sixers were up by 7 with 9 seconds to go, and it ended up being a 2-point game with the Celtics having a chance to tie it or win it, but Jason Tatum missed the shot, so the Sixers ended up holding on and win. But besides that, Embiid just absolutely carried against the Celtics. Embiid finished with 52 points, 13 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 blocks, and picked up a win against the Celtics, the second best team in the East. But absolutely insane because he was 20 of 25 from the field and 12 of 13 from the free throw line. And he just was absolutely dominant this game. 52 points was his third 50-point game of the season. And this might have been his best game of the season. Just the way he dominated. Also, the Sixers scored 103 points as a team, and Embiid had 52. This man literally had more than half of his team's points, and on top of that, he had 6 assists. So, he probably, he contributed, on 3 straight PJ Tucker threes. So that's another 9 points he contributed. He contributed over 60 points for his team, probably like 65 to 70-ish. So he contributed for 65-70% of his team's points, which is absolutely insane, on top of the fact that, he had 52 points and his true shooting percentage was in the 80%, which is insane for a 50-point game. But he was just so dominant, doing it on both ends. I think he only had 3 turnovers, maybe 4, but for a 50-point game with 6 assists, you'll take 4 turnovers. He played a near perfect game, just how dominant he was, and he just never let up. He just was drilling shots. He had 18 points in the first quarter alone. Then he had 13 in the third quarter, and then he dropped another 12 or 14 in the probably 14, 16 points in the last quarter. He just was doing everything the team needed him to do, and he really put the Sixers on his back this game. Absolutely just dominant performance. And I really think this locked up the MVP for him. I mean, Nuggets just lost to the Rockets by 21 points, and Jokic had a pretty subpar game. And the Bucks won, but I still think Giannis has a little too much ground to make up when it comes to votes and support in the MVP race. I mean, I wouldn't be mad if they gave Giannis the MVP, because Giannis is absolutely just a dominant force. But I think this year, after this 52-point game from Embiid to beat the second-best team in the East and the team with the second-best record in the league, I think he just locked up the MVP. I think he just sealed it. And I would love to see Embiid finally win an MVP. I think he deserved it last year. I understood, the first year, that Jokic won MVP because Jokic did play every game that season and Embiid had missed a lot, but he also did have COVID, which a lot of players had been affected by. But I thought last year he should have had it. I mean, he's continued to improve his game when people didn't think he'd be able to, and then this year he's just taken another leap, and he's just been dominant. I mean, Sixers have 52 wins this season. That's tied for their most in the last 20 years. He's just been leading this team to wins. He's just been the best player on the Sixers, and I think he's been the best player in the league this year. Just absolutely dominant. I don't really have anything else to say, but I'm just glad the Sixers win. I'm glad the Sixers won, and now there's 3 games left, and I guess I'll say this. There's a very slight chance that the Sixers could get the 2nd seed, but Sixers are pretty much locked into that 3rd seed. To get the 2nd seed, Boston would have to lose out, and Sixers would have to win out the last 3 games. But Boston plays the Raptors twice and then the Hawks, so I don't imagine them losing I imagine they win all 3, so I don't imagine them losing 3 of those games, let alone, like, 1. So, like, I don't think the Sixers will get the 2nd seed. If they do, that would be awesome, because then they'd have home court against Boston in the 2nd round. But, yeah, Sixers are pretty much locked in to play Boston in the 2nd round, which that's going to be tough. Probably be a lot of pain. I have no idea which way it'll go. You know, my head knows one way, but my heart is just hoping it won't go that way. But yeah, I got pretty much nothing else to say now. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like, comment your thoughts down below, and subscribe to the channel for more. Peace.